New this morning, federal agents along with state and local police in Minnesota have captured the suspect in a political assassination over the weekend. The state lawmaker and her husband were killed inside their home. Another state lawmaker and a colleague and his wife were severely wounded in a separate attack. NBC's Jay Gray joining us live outside the state capitol there in St. Paul with the latest on the arrest. Jay, so many people still shaken up by this, but surely breathing a sigh of relief this morning.
Yeah. No, Aisha, you're absolutely right. A lot of people, of course, pleased that this suspect has been captured and that he'll now face what the governor of the state has said is swift justice here. They say that justice will be served in this case, and he made that point just after the suspect was arrested. I want to show you the memorial just behind us. You see a few people around. There's some photographers as well. This is a growing memorial here at the Capitol, and I can tell you long before the sun came up, there were people that were here and paying their respects and pausing in front of the pictures and candles and flags and a lot of people touched by what's happened here and by what they've lost. As you talked about, relieved that yesterday, after more than 40 hours on the run, the suspect in this case, Vance Boelter, was captured. He was surrounded by police officers, federal agents, just a massive show of force in a wooded area about 50 miles or so from where the attacks took place. It was just a few minutes from his home, a rural area, and the police were first drawn there by a car they had been looking for, one that they suspected he drove after the attacks. It was abandoned on the side of the road there. They also found a cowboy hat that he had been wearing, and then were tipped off by a neighbor that they had seen him in the forest, running through the forest, and so that's when they really locked in, honed in, found him. They used assets including drones and a chopper with infrared in the air, and then slowly began to close in, and just after nightfall made their move. He was arrested without any incident. We're told that he did have a weapon at the time of the arrest, but again, there was no back and forth between the officers. So he is now being held and will have his first court appearance later this afternoon. So things moving very swiftly on the legal side.
All right, Jay, I just want to know, I know you're so personable when you're on stories like this. Sort of what sense are you getting from the community as people come out there to this memorial? What are they saying just about the political climate and how their city is feeling?
Yeah, Aisha, I think a lot of people are still stunned and still trying to wrap their heads around what exactly happened. But for many, and the governor made this point last night speaking after the arrest, this is a call to change the way they behave, the way things are going. They say that they need to be more personable. They need to reach out and they need to debate, but not fight. And so it's interesting to see as that moves forward how that's going to play out.
All right, Jay, a lot of people looking for change behavior on all sides. Thank you for that report there from Minnesota.